Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back once again here for another weekly racing e-vlog. We are going to be heading down to New Smyrna. This is going to be, sorry, hold on. Very dry air today. This is going to be our opener for the Whelen Modified Tour at New Smyrna. Super excited about it. We've already been down there for speed weeks. Getting things set up, but it's time to bring the Featherlight, the Mac, everything down, the whole kit caboodle, to do the Whelen Modified Tour. And then we'll be coming back really quickly to do a turnaround to head down to Daytona for Speed Weeks. So, should be a pretty good time. I can't remember how long is it, like six and a half hours, something like that. Now my glasses on, so I can't really see. Let's pull on out of here. Yeah, it should be about a 6.5 hour drive down there, and 200 laps with the Whelen Modified Tour with Young Buck Beverage Co. on there, as well as Vermont maple syrup for the very first time. If you guys have any thoughts about that, it's down there in the description below. Let's see, let me edge out of here. I always hate this drastic right turn that we need to make to get out of the shop to get out here, but it is nice highway access. All right, we'll see you guys in about 6 hours once we get down to New Smyrna to go racing for the first time the Whelen Modified Tour in 2025. All right, we're almost down here to New Smyrna, the second trip down to New Smyrna in recent times, like literally within a week of each other. And we'll get to drive down here one more time next week with this exact hauler, but lined up a little bit differently and a little bit different of a wrap going to be on the hauler. We're going to get it wrapped next week to really bring in Vermont maple syrup, as well as showing off that we are doing part-time in Xfinity Series this year. Again, I'm not 100% sure how many races we are going to do with the Xfinity Series, but I know it's over 3, and I'm really excited for those. Of course, being the first one at the Daytona 500 weekend for the Xfinity Series. It's going to be awesome. We ran really well last year. I'm hoping to be able to do the same thing this year. Would love to be able to get a win at Daytona. We've always had ourselves in a pretty good spot until we put ourselves into a very bad spot and crashed or been involved in a crash. It should be a pretty good time. 200 miles, 120 laps. It's going to be a good time. 300 miles, sorry. Not 200 miles. I'm getting it mixed up with other races. But New Smyrna bound, here we are going to be parking with the Whelen Modified Tour, obviously. Ooh, long line of traffic to get ourselves going in that direction. That should be fine. Sorry, Pac-Man. But yeah, I'm really excited about our race season this year with... oh gosh, what are some of the things that are going on? We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with the ASA. We're going to be doing some stuff with the Smart Tour Pass. So a lot of super late model racing, following around with modifieds as we can. You know, we pretty much struck off doing weekly modified racing pretty much at Stafford. That was our one thing. Tight turn in here. To open ourselves up to travel a little bit more, to experiment at some other tracks. There's going to be a couple times that we are going to race at Stafford. There's a couple times we're going to get ourselves up to Oxford as well. We're going to try to get ourselves to Langley, because that was originally our plan this year, was to do Langley Speedway as our weekly racing in their late model tour, late model series, sorry. And it just did not come to light, unfortunately. Alright, I'm going to get ourselves parked over here. Past champion gets first pick, plus full-size haulers get first pick. Swing. Let's roll down that window. Already down. Great. pull ourselves up. Easy, Speedy. I'm gonna do a little bit of maneuvering here. Just to get ourselves lined up on this line. Very tight here for the World Series of Racing. Kind of excited. We actually get to come back to New Smyrna for a couple events this year, so that's actually going to be cool to look forward to. I look forward to being able to make the trip down here. We are going to be going to Pensacola again for the ASA events that are going to be down there. Just getting in, looking good, looking good. How's it look? That's pretty straight. It's not that bad. I just want to check outside. Yeah, I'm inches from that pole. This is going to be it. All right. Brake. That was weird. Window up. No. Window all the way up. Actually, there's an auto button for the window now? What? That's so cool. All right. Now, let's hop on out and let's get ourselves ready for a fun time here with the Whelen Modified Tour here at New Smyrna. All right, down here safe with our beautiful Featherlight and Mac Anthem. It is time to get ourselves unloaded and get ourselves ready to head out for practice with the Whelen Modified Tour. Again, it is going to be, what is it? The New Smyrna Beach Visitor Bureau 200? It's like 900 names, but it should be a really good race. I'm very excited. We're going to be out there with a new paint scheme on the Modified for the first time this year. We're kind of actually going off of our Xfinity car, which is pretty much was the basis of the really good Young Buck design that we really liked. We're actually spreading that across the fleet. So you'll either see us in the Young Buck Beverage Co. that'll resemble, with the trees and the mountains and everything, or you'll see us with Vermont maple syrup over the season. But should be a good time. Let's unload and let's head out for practice here at New Smyrna. Back from practice, ran a pretty good amount of laps. I think we ran about 40 laps of practice. Really, I just was fine-tuning. Grip seems to be something that's not happy on the track this year, and I don't know if it's because of all the different rubber that's out there. A lot of it's Hoosier, but it's been tricky to not slip and slide. But we were able to climb our way to top of the podium for a while in practice, and then we were dethroned. Ryan Preece is in a modified this evening for our race, and he's going to be hard to beat. He was 0.3 faster than I was, so that's going to be our competition. But we're going to head out now for qualifying. 2 laps of qualifying time trial. We're going to set the field for 200 laps here at New Smyrna. Let's head on out and let's see where we're going to start for this evening's race. Wow. Actually, I want to come over and see this. Look at that beautiful sunset. Beautiful Florida sunset here down in New Smyrna. It is time for us to go racing 200 laps. We're going to be starting outside pole next to Ryan Preece, starting second. Now, we started second last year, and we were able to class the field. I'm really hoping for, yet again, another great run here at New Smyrna and a great way to start off the 2025 Whelen Modified Tour season. Very hopeful for a successful season that we'll be able to do, especially since we do not know if we're going to be able to go for the three-peat for the championship here for the Whelen Modified Tour. Regardless, very excited to head out onto the track. We will see you guys afterwards, 200 laps from now, with the Whelen Modified Tour. All right, what a race that was. It was stressful. Started side by side, and I felt like we had something for Ryan Preece until he rocketed away. At one point, there was an 8-second gap between he and I, and then an 8-second gap between me and third place. We caught up. We were right there with him as we got through lap traffic as he battled through it, and we were getting through a little bit faster, but since he beat us through, he rocketed away right up until the halfway break. At the halfway break, came in. He went out in front of us. I could see him, and I was like, okay, you know, we're really going to have to fight here for him. And then all of a sudden, as we're going around for one of the last pace laps, he pulled into the garage, into the pit area. And when I came back around to double up, he was still there. So I already knew that he was a lap down. Engine issue of some sort. It was strange, but that put us as the dominant car out on the track, and we were able to push and push and push, and we're able to become victorious here at New Smyrna. It was a challenge. It was a challenge to keep up with him, and then it was a challenge just for the race itself, but it was a good time, and I was so happy to be back in the Whelen Modified Tour. Still a lot of racing here in New Smyrna for the rest of the week, but for tonight we are going to bring the hauler back, and we'll come back down to continue the race week down here for the rest, and the next time you'll see our Mac Anthem with Young Buck on the Featherlight will be the Xfinity Series heading down to Daytona to start the season. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that I had a lot of fun making it. I always love making these, and I really do look forward to making more for you guys here on the channel. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.